Hi guys, so here's another episode of Awesome Games I Never Heard Of, and this game is Granada, initially released on the Sharp X68000 in 1990, and then it was ported to the Sega Megadrive, or the Sega Genesis, because this game only came out in Japan and in the US, so that's one of the reasons I'd never heard of it, because it only came out in those regions. It was never released in Europe. So this game is a top-down tank shooter. So you control this tank, and that's where the name of the game comes from. So Granada is the name of the tank that you control. And you've got three buttons. You've got A button that shoots, and you can change direction with the I guess the joypad D-pad, but in this case I'm playing on the Mister, and I'm using an arcade stick. So I'm slightly lost here. Yeah, so you've got shoot, and then to kind of, I guess, handle the fact that you only have you don't have two sticks, like it's something like Assault, the arcade game, where that's a twin stick shooter with tank controls. The B button is strafe, and then the C button has like a charged up weapon. You have unlimited of those charged up weapons, but it does take a second to recharge. So the aim of the game is basically to take out the red dots on the radar at the bottom. So on this first level, those red dots basically spawn additional enemies. Big tank. And then yeah, on different levels, hopefully we'll get to level 2 and you can see that where you've got different things you need to take out. So as I say, this game initially came out on the Sharp X68000 and was then ported to the Mega Drive. I'm not 100% sure which is the best version. I suspect they're sort of similar, but different. The Sharp X68000 is known for being a bit of a powerhouse when it comes to games. And the Mega Drive version doesn't have as many colours, but it does run at 60 frames per second rather than the 30 of the Sharp version. And yeah, the other thing is the port, they've kind of made up for the fact there's not as many colours. They've just adjusted the sprites slightly. So the Sharp version probably is the best version, but the Mega Drive's pretty good too. One thing with if you're going to play on original hardware, is that I think the Mega Drive version does slow down a bit. But what's nice with the Mister is that you can kind of overclock the CPU and speed it up. So that actually seems to relieve almost all of the slowdown, which is nice. So the story of this game it's pretty weird. It's set in 2016, which now in 2021 is 5 years ago, but obviously would have been sort of 25 years in the future in 1990 or 1991 when this game was released. And it's set in Africa, and basically there's sort of war over resources, pretty much. I think it's sort of rare metals that are kind of controlling technology. But yeah, I mean, the guys should have been a bit more ambitious with their choice of year, because yeah, just 25 years later, yeah, things haven't really changed that much since the early 90s. Yeah, I mean, playing this game, it's pretty good. I mean, it would be great if it had tank controls like Assault that I mentioned, and it's not you know, the game's not too dissimilar to that, because yeah, it's a top-down tank game. But yeah, the controls are pretty fun. You've got this sort of spinning cube thing that follows you around, that helps you take out the enemies. It seems to regularly get stuck because the levels are quite kind of maze-like. But yeah, it's kind of a nice touch, and there are kind of various other kind of weapon power-ups as you make progress. So yeah, this is coming towards the end of the first level. We've got these things to take out, and then the bosses get up here. So you see me using the charged up shot there. One thing that is a little bit annoying with this is the rate of rotation of your tank. So if you change direction, there we go. So that's everything taken out. It's going to sit right on top of me. Yeah, the rate of rotation is kind of slow. It would be nice if you could change direction that bit faster, because sometimes it then means you need to kind of retreat a bit and then kind of come back and then hold the kind of strafe button to stay in that same direction. Shooting in the same direction. So yeah, that's the first boss killed. Fairly sort of standard city type level. This next level, again, also doesn't really make much sense. You're on the kind of top of a giant plane. So I mean, it's kind of cool, but I mean, remember this is set in 2016. So yeah, little unrealistic. And so yeah, the aim here is to take out the engines, which also doesn't really make much sense. I mean, what are you going to do once you've taken the engine out? Just crash and die, presumably. But yeah, that's what you've got to do, and then there's another boss at the end. Okay, just take that one out. There are these kind of power-ups. You see I've just kind of picked up a rocket launcher there. So there's a few of these on this level, so yeah, you haven't got those spinning cubes follow you around, but you've got these rockets. Gun turret. Yeah, saying this game never saw a European release, so I actually came across it on literally last Saturday. Charlie Farr on Twitch was doing a Megadrive stream, and someone requested this game, and yeah, I thought it looked pretty good. Well, certainly sort of my kind of game. So yeah, I've been playing it a bit over the last few days, and quite enjoyed it. So I thought, yeah, why not make a little video about it? Okay, so we've got another of those. So we've got 3 of those rocket power-ups now. So this bit's a bit annoying. So you've got these little oh, it's killed me. It's like they're like mines, but you can barely get past them. But yeah, you can fall off this level, so okay. It's a bit like Commando basis, where you sort of waggle the joystick to get a slightly wider range of fire. I think we can just sit here. There we go, that's that ship taken out, and then you can kind of duck along those little corridors. There we go. Okay, so that's the 4th of the, I think that's kind of all the rocket power-ups now. Yeah, the other thing with I thought the music was reasonably nice in this. It's very much kind of Megadrive style. We're sort of yeah, quite sort of industrial in the way that it uses the the particular Megadrive sound chip. You know, the Megadrive can make decent music, but often it's kind of panned a little compared to the SNES. So I've really been struggling with this boss. I saw someone playing it online and they literally just like shot it twice. Ah, it opens up, I see. Ah, okay, it makes sense. So I have to not shoot and then shoot him with the dead. Okay, cool, got another life. Ah, there we go. So yeah, when I was playing it before, I literally was just peppering with bullets, and it doesn't open up when you're firing on it. So I literally was for like a minute just hammering on it with bullets, and it did not die. Okay, so this is another level where we're kind of on these like raised platforms. But we've got these, you know, we've got the little spinning cube following us around again. It's nice. I should probably look at the radar and have a look actually what we're supposed to do. Okay, are those the things we're supposed to take out? Okay, yeah, I think that was. So there must be some of those dotted all over the level. Yeah, it's that one. Go in here. Oh, well that's annoying, isn't it? So, we've gone from the kind of dark green to the light green and you can fall off. And this game is also pretty unforgiving. There's no continues. You run out of lives and it's game over. So very much kind of arcade style in that way. So yeah, probably a good time to wrap up. We can just see the story coming up here. Completely terrible. So yeah, this game's pretty interesting. I say well worth taking a look at. This is Granada on the Sega Megadrive or the X68000. So yeah, you guys have a good day, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.